Dragon versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Greetings and hello guys, welcome to another Hearthstone video. Today I'm showing you a deck that is currently in the top 5 legend spot on the European ladder. And it is a Beast Druid deck made by Truebee that has quite a high win rate. Well, let's see, going against the Hunter here. Needs some early stuff, otherwise the Beast Druid is not getting the steam that it needs for the early game. And what do you give me? The Warden, Innervate, double Warden, the Fandral. Oh, that might be one of the worst cans you could get. At least we have the Innervate. But other than that, I'm not too happy with that. Root of the Claw. Again, a card we can't play here. We could go into the Fandral, but then we don't have anything to play for the next turn besides using the hero power. Oh, already a secret. So we now have the problem that if we use the Living Roots, if we use the Root of the Claw here, it is highly possible that he has stuff like the Freezing Trap there, and then we are getting the Druid of the Claw back into the hand. With the Living Roots, we are just innovating into the Fandral here. So no cat trick for you. And then using the coin for the Living Roots, dealing 2 damage onto the secret keeper, and then hopefully we can clear him next turn. Weak shot, so afraid of the Fandral, he's clearing that. Otherwise, in the best case, we would have drawn a Power of the Wild. That is not the case. So you got the Explosive for me. No, just a Freezing Trap. Okay, I can live with that. And let's just drop the Zeppelin again on the board. Need something for turn 4 here. And then, with the Tiger and the double Warden, we could create a huge board. Well, that is something we can play.
Another night on the prowl.
Could attack the Misha for 1. And then he can't push the big Unleash the Hounds out, otherwise he could get 3 Hounds on the board. With the Misha at 4-3, even if he's clearing the 1-1, we can still clear the Misha. So it's just a Drake, he's hitting the face. Okay, I'm fine with that. We're killing the Misha, hit him for 1, we're dropping the Tiger here. And then play Warden, Warden, Warden. High main. That's of course decent 6-drop. Still gonna play the Warden. We take another Drake, it's hitting for another point of damage in the face. So he will push another 6. We have currently 16 damage on the board.
The Menagerie is for guests.
Oh, I got the Curator there. What the Curator. So we're down to 15. Well, let's use the Raven Idol first. Looking what we're getting. Moonlight Portal, Starfall, Mark of Nature. I really like the Moonlight Portal in this situation. Also, stuff like a Starfall is of course helpful as well. The Mark of Nature could also be helpful. But with the Moonlight Portal, if we need to, we can survive a bit longer. Play the next Warden. Another Tiger on the board. Take another Curator here. And with 15 life, if he has double kill command, he can push too much damage. So it might be useful to kill the high main here.
Sick 'em.
So that means he has 4 currently, double kill command, and the hero power is still enough to kill us. So we also need to kill the 2/2. Then we can use the Moonglade portal next turn, healing back. With the Raven Idol we might find even more healing.
Come, midnight.
Well, that's a Cloaked Huntress and only a Drake. So we're in a comfortable situation right now. Ooh, also a swipe. That is decent. Let's see what you got here for me. Freezing Trap, so we're getting the Tiger back into the hand. Then let's discover another spell. Feral Rage, Soul of the Forest. Ooh, that is also great. Probably taking the Feral Rage because of the extra life gain. Then let's use a swipe here. We're clearing both minions. And then let's use a Feral Rage to get 8 more armor. Still at 26, so also we have such an aggressive deck. The Hunter's pushing too much damage right now. Wow, Call of the Wild. And just hit the face? Of course, just hitting the face. What else can you expect? Gonna draw another card. Let's take out the Misha. Take out the Leo. Then let's drop the Druid of the Claw here. And just hit him in one in the face. So the Huffer is not strong enough to take out the Druid of the Claw here without any further help. That means we can push 7 damage in the face with the Tiger, finally. But still he has 6 cards in the hand. We might find Quick Shot here, a kill command, Unleash the Hounds. All good stuff in this situation. Or just the Fire Lord. So, either hitting the face or clearing one of the minions. Of course he's clearing the better choice. What else could you expect? Okay, we are healing back. Getting up 4-7. Let's drop the Raven, the Druid of the Flame. And just go for the face. Needs to take out the Tiger here. So either he's losing the Huffer or he's dropping a decent spell as a kill command. So that's 5 damage that he can't push into the face. Another kill command. And oh, so also interesting. Okay, so he's down to 16. Just for 8. Another Tiger. So let's play the Drake here. Draw another card. Root of the Claw. So that can be in charge next turn. Right now we are dropping the Tiger. Let's push him down to 14. He's either hitting us for 8, then we could die next turn because of the hero power and the weapon. If he's clearing one of the minions, depending on what minion he is getting, we can win. Wow, another Call of the Wild, what for a deck. So now we can't win. We're not getting super lucky. He's just going for the face. And he should have... What are you doing? He should have just used the hover here to hit the Druid of the Flame. Oh, he's killing the Druid of the Flame. We're getting a Power of the Wild. Is that enough? I guess not. Guess not. So that will be 11. That is not enough. We can clear the board. Then he still has the Ragnaros. Still has that. And he's still at 13. He can push 5 with the weapon and the hero power. Means he's missing 4 points of damage. He has played both kill commands. Cloaked Huntress. So explosive trap. And a high main. And he's not attacking you with the weapon. That is pretty strange. He should have used the weapon here. So if the Ragnaros hits the face, he will win the game. And he's probably using explosive traps. And that means the Savage Roar is not helping.
For the wilds.
So, there's the explosive trap. And that means
For the wild.
that he is down to 3. Also beer trap. Whoops. Down to 6. So it doesn't really matter. But still, huge mistakes there. Should just attack with the bow. Well, always fun to lose such a game.
I concede. Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect.
Game 2, and this time we're facing a mage. Getting the Innervate, Druid of the Saber, the Drake. And let's drop the Drake here, starting with Druid of the Saber and the Innervate. Getting the Raven Idol. We're gonna play that on turn 1. And the Savage Roar, again that is not very optimal. Claw, Bite, Nourish. Don't have that many cards to play right now. Nourish might help us. Drawing 3 more cards. That's useful. So we're dropping the Druid of the Saber here on turn 2. Getting the Drake as well.
Another night on the prowl.
And then with the Innervate we are either playing the Drake or the Nourish. Probably the Drake is better for the body on the board. The opponent drawing 2 more cards. So still no creature on the board for him. Oh, also a Tiger. Tiger would be decent, but so far no Warden. Still the 5 damage are definitely going into his face. So let's go with the Tiger here. If he's not clearing the 3-2, we might just use the Savage Roar next turn. That would be already 14 points of damage, so he would be at 13. He's just using the Engineer. So Savage Roar it is. Down to 13. Root of the Claws, another charge minion that can push another 4 points of damage. And with 4 mana, It will be hard for him to clear everything on the board. If he's using a fireball, he can clear the 5/5. We still have a 3/2 on the board then. That's only a loot hoarder. And a doomsayer. So we have 8. That is nearly enough to finish the game here. And we're just crushing him in the face. With the hero power we can clear him next turn. If he is of course not dropping a trap here. If he is dropping a trap, chance is that that is an ice barrier, so attacking him means that we're giving him more life. But if it is an ice block, we need to activate it. So either way, we need to attack. So we don't have any spell. So that's only the ice block. That is way better than having him an ice barrier on the board. Now let's drop another creature. So he is in the need of killing that as well. So even if he's playing another secret, he also needs to be aware of the Violet Teacher. So fireball, and that means that he can't play another secret. Frostbolt is freezing the hero. He will then play the Norwish, drawing 3 cards, hopefully getting a Living Root or just a swipe. So that was fast and devastating.